Hello, hello again. It's down. Seem was I am Jekyllstein Gray. Today I'm going to play a game I never thought I would be playing. You told me like be doing it now weeks, years ago. This is Doom. Alright, so basically... Wait, what? Okay. Was that just a normal... Again, I have zero... Pretty much all I know about Doom comes from Chris Franklin, at Aaron Signal. I am not a Doom fan. I wasn't, like, I share my birth year with the first, Halo Combat Evolved. So this was out way before I was born, and also I was raised Mormon. So this kind of stuff was strictly forbidden. But that's kind of the reason. So while I was on break at work, I watched, what was his name? So anyway, oh yeah, so I was watching, on this channel, what's their name? What's the name of the person who does it? What's the channel name? It's, it's like Sarcasmatron, I think. Let me just, what's it, now? Go away, Sean. Oh, man. Yeah, Sarcasmatron. He did sounds nailed on what they use. They did it, what was I gonna say? They did a video about gun violence and how it was kind of used. It kind of got me thinking about the era of moral panics and all that, which Doom is kind of like, was kind of designed to start a moral panic, considering the era in which it was released. And so I wanted to talk about games, and kind of the larger trends in game. Well, basically, here's what I wanted to say about gameplay. You know, obviously, if you're watching this show, you probably agree with me that video game violence at its worst, actively like kind of contributes to people who already have. They definitely have not. They definitely don't have any. There's definitely no evidence that they caused massive. I mean, this game sold 8 million copies. There are as common as mass shootings are these days. There were not 8 million mass shootings. Yeah, and one thing that always kind of in the background I really thought about today was why does the world, why did I mean, I guess he actually did try to do something ironically backfiring before giving him the opposite of what he wanted before he got arrested for arms trafficking. But anyway, so the thing I wanted, so why didn't they ever actually, as far as I know, there was never a bill, on the sports that, as far as I know, there was never a bill, in the United States that purpose stuff. of realized today that okay, that was just a thing that happened. It just yeah. Anyway, that they don't actually want video games to go away. At least that's not why people like Donald Trump are putting this or Wayne LaPierre. It's they want to cause moral panic and then not do anything about it, because that way they can always have a scapegoat that conveniently lets anyone who actually does the bad thing off the hook. Oh, this sexual predator was addicted to pornography. Of course, not monetizing. But this mass shooter got desensitized to video games. So it's basically letting people off the hook. And video games are a good thing for that. So that's my thesis. And I also actually want to talk about. I think Knee Deep in the Dead is the first one, I'd imagine. Again, I don't like. Again, I've watched essays about the video essays about the game, but I don't actually play it. I'm actually, ironically, these difficulty settings are way nicer than the ones from the new Wolfenstein 2, which I still need to play. Those ones are just ridiculously insulting. Alright, so let's see. So we got so I'm playing on the modern-ish version. Can I move my okay, no, the mouse is closed. Shoot. Can I even move my there's that guy. It's definitely armor bonus. Okay. How do can I even move my okay, there we go. Man, I need to turn the mouse sensitivity up. This is really low. I was gonna say, if I can't move my head independently of the keys, it's not gonna turn that well. So yeah, so aside from the violence discussion, I also want to talk about Satan, or as he was originally known, the Satan, picked up the armor. So Satan is. So I'm planning on I'm planning on calling this this episode. I'm not sure if I actually will. I might think of something better. But I'm planning on calling this episode. I'm planning on calling this episode the Satan has really let himself, not really let himself go, but has really gone off the rails. Because in the original version, you can still read, you can pick up a Bible and read this. In the original Bible, the Satan was not what we now think of as Satan. He was literally, Satan means adversary. So he was the, man, this gun actually doesn't feel very good. Anyway, again, the Satan was, so the Satan was the devil's advocate. He was like a prosecutor in the court of heaven. So he was like, in the story of Job, God's like, hey, look at my guy Job over here. Like, he's awesome. And the Satan is like, yeah, of course he's awesome. You haven't given him any hardship in his life. Like, so I had no idea they were helping us. There's always something I find when I play this game for myself that I don't think anyone really talks about. So this is the exit, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, the Satan was not even evil. He was again. Court of Heaven. Like, it was the guy who was supposed to not make sure everyone, he was supposed to challenge God and not make sure he didn't get too complacent. Alright, hanger finished. I can't see how many kills I got because of the recording apparatus is in the way. Yeah, so, okay, entering the nuclear plant. So, again, the Satan was, again, you know, he was supposed to challenge God, and he wasn't even, like, it wasn't even with the New Testament that he got, nice. It wasn't even with the New Testament that he got really, sort of codified as the big bad of the universe, you know, the source of all evil. That's kind of a Christian pop cultural myth, you know, like kind of got codified with, like, Dante Inferno. There's actually very little mention of hell in the Christian Bible, barely, even less in the, who's shooting me? Oh, there we go. I got a key card. I've heard complaints about these key card levels. I don't know if I'll like them or not. Oh my god, health bag, yeah! So the, man, it's really hard to talk about stuff like this when I'm playing a game like this. But I thought it was interesting and relevant to the discussion because this game's satanic imagery was a big deal for some reason. I don't get it. Like, ooh, nice. I love his face. I love Doom-Gray's face there. He's echoing this. He's definitely a player avatar in that moment. Alright. I feel like I'm just making a noise from Mario Kart 64, but I can't remember what noise that was. Nice. I wonder if this feels better to play on. Actually, that hurts me. Unreal, on the, probably, on harder settings. I just didn't want to die because I was talking and analyzing. Let's see, press the button, Alright. So yeah, Doom-Gray moves really fast. Just to pick up a talking point from Errant Signal. Die! Yeah, so... yeah, so the, the Satan, yeah, so it's interesting how there was kind of a lot of, okay, I was kind of hoping that would bring it up to an amount that corresponds to the number of health upgrades. Die. How did I get so much armor? I don't know what I'm doing. Help. Shotgun shells. I like shotgun shells. So yeah, it always weirded me out that, I mean, even when I was growing up in Mormonism, wasn't a huge, stuff like this wasn't a huge talking point. It was like, okay, I guess I finished that level. It was kind of like, don't do the, they were like, don't do the, interesting, there's a par meter. They were like, don't do bad video games, and I was like, yeah, whatever. And that's why I grew up on pretty much only Nintendo for a while. Okay, so I was at 50, and then I got 100. So this game is also one of the reasons I left Mormonism, and I've since been playing a lot more like the bad media, the bad games, and who's shooting me? There we go. And this one I still didn't play. I only played this because I wanted an excuse to talk about things I've been thinking about a lot, which were the Satan instead of Satan, and violence in video games, and this covered both. I need a key. So yeah. I don't think it's bad. I think Doom is or definitely not poorly designed. I don't think its design philosophy was bad at all. I think that I think that it one hit KO. So I do again not disagree with, but I do definitely I mean I kind of disagree. I think it's leveled. I don't want to make the kind of games that the team that did software made. That's how I'm gonna put this. Nice stuff. Shells and armor and all that jazz. So what does armor do? Because I'm still taking health damage when I get shot. Let me know in the comments. Yeah, so the it kind of amazes me that there was a time when games looked like this. I do kind of like. I really like. Actually, not kind of. I really like this aesthetic. Let's see. No, Doom guy, don't. No, this is. How do I can't jump because this isn't actually 3D. It's pseudo 3D. Alright, so we got a Super Meat Boy and some respawn. That's cool. Alright, motherforkers. I love that I chose Doom as the episode where to censor the F word, because why not? So you lose all your stuff when you die. Yeah, so got some armor and clips and all that good stuff. I had a blue key. Bull crap. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. This is a no swearing. I don't know if this is gonna be a full playthrough or Jekyllstein Gray Plays series where it's just or a one shot, but I'm not gonna swear. I'm gonna censor myself for Doom of all things. The ultimate Helen Lovejoy game. Somebody think of the children! There you are. So I'm on the easiest setting, if I recall. I think I am, and I've still died once. Again, this is not my kind of game. It's fun. I mean, I can definitely see why it's so fun. But what does that do? Does it do this? Does it do me actually this? But again, my design sensibilities are nowhere near, are basically like the polar opposite of everything that this game is going for. Yeah, but again, good game, fun. 10 out of 10. I don't know if I would give it a 10 out of 10. Well, I wouldn't. God damn it, again? Okay, I guess I failed my censorship rule. God, fuck. Ah. Again. Alright, so I actually kind of talked about all the stuff I wanted to talk about with this, game. Is there anything behind here? So I am gonna finish this level, hopefully. I'm gonna try and finish this level. If I give up, then I'll just, like, you know, play something else. It is really easy to fall off that ledge. As far as I know, there's no way to get out of it, which is a bit weird. A bit. Ooh, 2 in 1 shot. That's nice. Again, okay. Shotgun shells. That's nice. I'm actually kind of running kind of low. So yeah, it's actually funny because I think one of the reasons that I didn't hear about games like this growing up, or Satanism or whatever, was, you know, I always kind of was just like assuming this was bad, but I didn't, So what does that do? Where's that other guy? So it doesn't open this. Yeah. So this oh yeah, so Mormons don't actually technically believe in hell. At least not in the traditional fire and brimstone sense. They have like this weird, I don't want to go too into it. They have this weird like 3 tiers of heaven thing going. And pick those 2. So, alright, we got past that incredibly easy part. Yay! Finally, after 2 tries. Alright, got another shotgun. I should go back through this footage and recording and see if I actually got ammo for that. Yay! Oh man, it is dark. Christopher Franklin did warn me. Yeah, so yeah, this game was also technically amazing for its time. I think it still, like, looks nice. And definitely, graphically speaking, it's, you know, a bit shit, but it's also, pretty, I mean, it looks nice. It's got a distinct color palette. It's got a lo-fi charm. Yeah, I like this game. I like the way Doom looks. Also, I like the enemies don't despawn. This is something that Chris Franklin mentioned. Can I shoot this thing? This is something that Chris Franklin mentioned in his video on Doom, or it was on Doom 2016, where he basically talked about how you don't really have the, you don't really have, you don't really have... You don't really... Okay, because there... Okay, so I did get more ammo. So because you didn't have nearly as much graphical resources, you didn't have to spend so much processing power on graphics, you didn't have to despawn enemies. And when they died, and so that ends up... and so you could just have the bodies of enemies lying on the ground, and what that would do is that would give you a sense of, like, purging this, you know, taking Mars back from the demons on Hell, Oh, man. I'm trying to look for secrets, but it sounds like it's opening the wall. Yeah, so, So yeah, I think another thing Chris Franklin pointed out. I'm just gonna be spending so much time quoting him because he knows way more about Doom than I do. Another thing he pointed out was that this game was So this game actually, the first episode of this game, which is the one that most people probably play due to its shareware nature, and I still need to fully figure out what shareware is. It was just completely dead by the time I was born, and I never actually had time to figure out what exactly it was. Can I switch weapons? Yeah, there we go. So this episode has a little bit of demonic influence. Can I check the map? Let's see. Yeah. So so this game actually has a lot of Geiger influences. It actually feels like Earthbound, because I think Earthbound has elements of that. So this doesn't lean as hard into the this game does not lean really as hard into the I'm almost 5 minutes over par. Pretty good by my standards. So this game yeah, so this game is mostly just, you know, Geiger millet space based, but it apparently only sits down its more demonic influences towards the very end. Which probably was to make the parents less mad. Which kind of was, I think, a lost cause once this game proved to be a mega hit. But again, this game is not like this game. This is my first time playing it. I've only like watched videos about it, not because they were about Doom, but because there were people who I really admired. I always like recognize this as a valuable piece of gaming history, but also hey, it actually gave enough to at least. It might be Jekyllstein Gray, but I can't tell because, again, I am getting blocked by this stupid, game saves. By this stupid thing, oh, so moving the mouse also moves the character you move forward. Interesting. It actually lets me, like, save the characters, what was I gonna say? Let's me save my full name. It has enough character. It doesn't have a weird... I always wonder about character limits, because I get why they were there in the first place, but are they like coins in Mario, like a design relic that doesn't really... Or, not coins, lives. A design route doesn't really make sense anymore. I don't know. Okay, so I have to move the mouse. Yeah, so that's my first time ever playing Doom. If you want, so I'm not sure, again, I'm not sure if this is going to be a one-shot or a full series. I'm definitely planning on moving back to Last Door, Spiritfarer, and, Ritual of the Moon, and Downwell, and Spelunky. I've got 5 games going right now. Oh man, I might need to, once I'm done with all of them, I might need to not do more games afterwards, but we'll see if I actually go through with that. But yeah, if you want to see more of this and hear more of my thoughts, or just watch me die over and over to demons on the easiest difficulty setting of Doom, you know, let me know in the comments, and do all the other YouTube things like liking and sharing and subscribing and ringing the bell, and yeah, I will see you later.